Alright, so today should be an exciting day. We're actually meeting up with Anthony. He's got a pretty sizable YouTube channel, and if you're in the KTM kind of world, probably heard of him. His channel is Vivid Visuals, so he's pretty much got the monopoly on Stinger GT content, if not on YouTube, for sure in this state. He's got a pretty popular Stinger GT with a plethora of modifications on it. So if you guys remember, we did that S4 collaboration with Master Olu. He actually linked us up with Anthony from Vivid Visual. So we're gonna go meet up with Anthony and Olu right now. I don't really know what the plan is, other than I get to get some B-roll of his car. I've never actually been close to or near the proximity of a Stinger GT, so I'm quite excited to kind of get up close and personal and see the Stinger GT in person, maybe get in and see how the layout is. So yeah, should be a good time. Olu's also bringing his S4, so hopefully we get into some shenanigans. Yo, what up, dude?
What's up, boys?
So this is happening right now. So I haven't moved yet, and electronic suspension needs a check apparently. Alright, well, I'm in Vivid Visuals Stinger GT. They're in, I don't know if you can see that, Olu's S4 doing their thing. I'm just kind of waiting here because I'm supposed to be driving this with a GoPro that's on the back. Can't see it, but pretty nice, cozy place to be. A lot more modern than the Jenny. This wheel is pretty sick. Yeah, I'm really excited to drive this thing. Oh, they're telling me to go, so I'm going. That heads-up display is very clear. Shifts much faster than the Jenny. All right, I'm gonna put this camera down and focus. All right, so I don't know if they're done with whatever they're doing, but this thing is a lot of fun. I put it in sport mode. It does a lot, actually. So I'm gonna try to find a highway here. I really like this. It's very good. The sounds are not that I'm used to, but very good nonetheless. All right, mild full air, full throttle. Oh man, the blow-up valve is so loud. The shifts are just light years faster than my Genesis. All right. Oh, the seat's hugging me. All right, here we go. Dude, oh, it sticks well too, and it's pretty cold. Holy shit! Oh, this thing's fun, dude. Probably can't see it. Okay, this is from the stock G70 that I drove. The tune and whatever he did here really livens up the car. It is so much fun. Oh my god. Hopefully he's not mad at me for pushing the car, but he said have fun, so that's my definition of fun. Holy crap, I really like this thing, guys. Oh, this thing's great. The torque is so down low. Looks like we're shutting it down. Oh, we're turning around. Let's see the turning radius. All-wheel drive. Not bad, not bad. The noises that come out of this motor, did not expect it to be this more livened up with a tune. I think this is faster than the Genesis, and that was my biggest gripe with trading in the Genesis for a G70, because when I drove a stock one, it was very underwhelming. But this in the Stinger, it's the same 3.3 liter twin turbo, with the addition of a tune on this one. I think it's faster, and I think it's more lively. The torque comes down super low. The chassis, it's loud. The chassis on this feels much more stable, much more tossable. Yeah, this thing's great.
You made a mystery out of love. Breathing new life in my lungs.
Oh, God.
Why would I ever run?
The fucking
You brought new light. Whoa, 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 now there's no mistaking. You're the only one I want. The only
Holy
one.
crap. This thing moves, guys.
Come out of fire, burn like the rising sun. I never thought I'd find you.
Dude. All right, full throttle. I'm not going to be exaggerative with my head movement. So here we go.
Calling me home.
Oh my God. It just throws you back. Unbelievable. This thing, just fun factor is 11 out of 10. It's so fun. Like the tossability. So the chassis is much more refined than my old, 8-year-old chassis on my Hyundai. This thing's just fun to throw around. It's stable. It's very confidence inspiring. And the torque just shoves you super down low. It's nuts, really. And this interior is not a bad place to be. I mean, this is a good contender for the new Daily, to be honest. Yeah, I don't know. I shouldn't have drove this, because now I can't stop thinking about getting into one of these. If not the Stinger, then the G70. But yeah, I don't know. It's great. It's truly great. Here, watch how fast these gears change. Stop. I mean, we were going slow there. We'll do it again. This thing is seriously a good time.
For loving me. Thank you for loving me.
Like?
I love this thing.
much?
Dude,
How much?
what the?
You want it?
Yes.
For free?
Yes.
Okay. With the back seats down because you were hearing more of the exhaust.
It's insane. It's fucking insane. And it's like the torque.
Keep walking, keep shining, get up my love to you, darling. For loving. Keep walking, keep shining.
We're gonna do a launch of the Stinger.
Oh, come light a fire, burn like the rising sun. I never thought I'd find you, but here you are, flowing like a river, washing over my soul. Calling me home, calling me home.
This thing just keeps appealing to me, dude. Damn. Smells good.
Yeah, it does. Awesome smell.
This thing's wicked, dude. I love this thing. Damn.
Stinger GT versus Audi S4. Activate Cybertree. Go. Evenly matched.
It's like videos of old. We keep closing videos here lately. All right, well, that was unexpected. I was super unprepared, to say the least. So if the footage is shitty, I apologize. Everything happened really fast, and I was helping them film a video for their channels, and I had the chance to drive a really famous Stinger GT. Sorry if the footage was shitty. So yeah, today was legitimate fun. Anthony's a really cool guy. Met him for the first time today, and he handed me a bomb detonator that is a Kia fob and told me to have fun with his car. So that was unexpected, to say the least. So yeah, it's a great car. Anthony's got a lot done to it. It's literal all full bolt-ons, bunch of suspension mods. So I mentioned earlier that I drove a G70 a few months ago, a stock one, and I was a little underwhelmed with it. His car, with all the stuff that he's done to it, is completely different. So maybe I have to revisit that. But that leads me into this conversation with you guys. I've been thinking for a few months now to get into something new. Thought about the Jenny. There's nothing wrong with it, and I've lost my ass on it by now, so might as well keep it. But I've had my mind and my heart kind of set on a Ford Raptor. I know this is news to you guys, but I've been thinking about this for a few months now. It just makes sense to kind of add a Raptor to the garage. There's really nothing wrong with this. And if I trade it in, I'm probably not going to get much for it. And a pickup truck makes sense for me, and the only one that kind of appeals to me is a Raptor. It just makes sense for me to have a pickup. I can throw the ATV in the back and go ride it whenever I want. I don't have to bother my parents for their SUV and go to U-Haul and rent that whole thing and just deal with that. It'd be just easier if I just had a pickup here, in addition to my Genesis. I also love off-roading. I want to kind of get into that whole thing. I like to camp and be outdoors. I do all that stuff too, so Raptor makes sense. It would also double as a really, really good media car. You know, soft suspension. I've got the bed in the back. Yeah, it just makes sense for me to have a pickup truck. So yeah, I've been kind of thinking to add a Raptor to the garage and just keep my Genesis. There's literally nothing wrong with it, and I'm not going to get much for it. Anyways, like I said, but today I drove Anthony's Stinger. Granted, his is little all full bolt-ons, but that just kind of shows the potential behind those cars. The aftermarket is huge compared to what I'm used to with the BH chassis of the old Genesis. But yeah, I don't know. I just really like that car. So it's definitely something to think about at this point. So yeah, just wanted to thank Anthony for being such a chill guy. It's funny, I met him for the first time today, and I felt like I've known him for years. He's just an easy dude to talk to and hang out. Everything was so chill, you know, as opposed to like a regular shoot that we go to for a supercar. It's like all the pressure to kind of, you know, get the shot and do all that. It was kind of nice just chilling back and doing kind of a raw style vlog today, getting to experience a car I've never experienced before, and one that could potentially be my new daily. So yes, thank you, Anthony, and also thank you, Olu, for kind of linking us up together. I appreciate it. I'll have both of their channels in the description. So moving forward from here, I kind of mentioned to Anthony in passing that I kind of want to do like a head-to-head with the OG Genesis to his Stinger and just kind of compare the two, just because I know I'm not the only one with a BH that's thinking about getting into a Stinger or a G70. So I think that video could help a lot of people. Plus, it'd be fun just to see V8, you know, old Hyundai V8 to the new twin turbo V6 that they're putting out because of government regulations and stuff. It'd be a very interesting comparison. I think it would make sense. So hopefully we can link up in the future, kind of make that video happen. If not for YouTube, I honestly want to see the results and the comparison between the two for myself, because I'm genuinely curious. So I'm sure there's a few of you out there as well. So yeah, I'd love to reach out to you guys to meet me in the comments. I genuinely want to have this conversation. I'm curious about what you guys think. Should I get rid of the Genesis? Should I keep it? There's nothing wrong with it. I know I'm not going to get much for it on a trade-in. Or should I just take the loss and trade it in for a G70 and you know, mod it up for the channel and all that? Or should I just keep the Genesis because it's been good to me, there's nothing wrong, and add a Raptor to the garage, because that would give a little diversity on this channel, and it'd be the most pragmatic vehicle for me personally in my personal life. The only thing with the Raptor is I'd go for a first gen. I don't know if I mentioned that, but I can only afford a first gen, but first gens hold their value very well. But they're still around 30K with over 100,000 miles. I've read that they're almost bulletproof. You just need to kind of rebuild the Fox shocks and a few other little things. So I'm not too worried about reliability. So that's another big thing with the Raptor. It's reliable, it's badass, and it doesn't depreciate as fast as anything else. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. I'll meet you in the comments. And as for that, that's all I got. Because this Genesis biased audience is definitely going to pick the Raptor.
Oh.